New games bad, yes? Maybe. With the recent High God stumble despite Jeff Keighley's plug and their lightning in a bottle level echo chamber resulting in mass layoffs at Wildlight, developers have taken to blaming the gaming community. But the thing is, gamers are extremely forgiving. Remember No Man's Sky? Remember Cyberpunk 2077? We love that shit now. We don't only forgive, we forget. And I've already forgotten what game I was talking about. A top sentinel above defender? Gamers are being accused of having standards too highly guarded. See what I did there? But if you're gonna use a AAA budget, expect AAA standards. With that being said, basic AAA standards are at a risk of dilution because so many upcoming games are full of broke bullshit or a multiplayer cash grab trash bag. So without further ado, here are 5 upcoming single player games that just might not suck ass. And it's not including what's on screen, okay? We're starting off strong because we have John Wick. This is mostly a cinematic trailer, but it's good to see what Johnny Silverhand was getting up to in cyberspace with Alt. This is worth getting excited for because it's John Wick so long as it's not John Woke. The small snippets of combat we see are incorporating grapples and close range combat. We're not seeing how we get to this point. We're seeing alleyways and building interiors, smashing enemies' heads into cars. No pencil gameplay confirmed, but we can speculate that it's either gonna follow a Sleeping Dogs recipe or be more Uncharted-like and follow the recipe of the next item on our list, 007 First Light. The answer to John Wick's questions may be holed up in 007. With each new trailer, it becomes clearer that this game's DNA was built looking at Uncharted whilst playing Hitman, and that's not necessarily a bad recipe or combination, and it allows for high-octane set pieces to flourish in the lore of 007. The problem is that IO Interactive think 007 should, wait for it, be woke. I'm sorry, but James Bond needs to be more tone deaf. Whatever the fuck tone deaf means, James Bond needs more of it. Get the fuck out of here. Up next is Darwins Paradox, something different from Konami, inspired by Metal Gear. My ass, but you play as an octopus little guy and you do snake missions. It's the entire game is Metal Gear references with the bots and the Metal Gear the bot. I've never seen more effort make a game so mediocre before. This entire game is inspired by the ladder scene in Metal Gear Solid 3. This is Metal Gear. Hello and welcome to 4 upcoming single Beast of Reincarnation had me excited before and it's got me interested now. I like this world they are putting forth with a futuristic walker as a moving home base in a magical fantasy land. I want to see more parries, more quick climbs, more drop attacks, movement. It's important. Anything with verticality brings a literal extra dimension. As tech goes up, I'm expecting to see games go up, literally. The swordplay and wolfplay switch between real-time input to turn-based style that can strike a good balance for the time consumption of turn-based combat. You play as, wait for it, an outcast girl with a wolf. It's like Horizon crossed with Yote, except the protagonist doesn't look like a talking train wreck. Crimson Desert, another open world entry, and I'm a sucker for open world games. Crimson Desert leans heavily into the fantasy elements. Another open world game bringing verticality to the gameplay with these air mounts and air combat over a AAA world. And what a world it's shaping up to be with so much detail in the settlements and civilizations. This is where an open world can shine, and Crimson Desert is turning up to be a true next-gen open world game. It feels like the fantasy love child of Red Dead 2 and The Witcher on steroids, and that's a killer middle ground to fall in. The denizens of this world are varied. They are giants. You get to ride a horse, so you know it's one of those good games, right? If it's successful, it may get a sequel where the male protagonist is gone and there's some ugly chick who's about to whoop everyone's ass effortlessly. But until that happens, it's warranting the excitement with the diverse combat, gameplay, and world coming together. Just please, I beg you, don't cyberpunk this game, okay? Please. Crouching Tiger, Peking Duck, or Project Windless comes from Crafton Studios and honestly made me cock my head to the side for a bit. Play as Kentucky the Unfried Chicken after he left the Chopsucky Chooks and mowed down hordes upon hordes of enemies, Dynasty Warrior style, but with gore and modern graphics. And would you guess it, for cheesy another open world? This gameplay looks awesome, the character design looks cluck and funky, and Dynasty Warriors is a recipe that we don't get too much of, so to add that to a fantastical open world is a move that perks my feathers up. I want want some fried chicken.